not terribly too fast. Oh boy. But when you hit the bumps like that, it does make it pretty bumpy on that. Back out here at the farm today, we're getting ready to do some brush hogging. So I'm gonna get the tractor ready to pull it out here. But as usual, I forgot that, if you can see it, there's a boat back here behind me. We pulled up here on the bank by our lake. Forgot to move it, so I gotta get it moved out of the way before I can get the brush hog out here and the tractor out. So there's the tractor. I can get that bucket off too, but I'm gonna have to figure out how to move this boat by myself. There's a few of us when we did it the other day, so I think I'm just gonna try to pull it sideways here. Oh, the back of it's completely filled up with water. I guess it got some rain in it. I'm gonna have to pull that plug. Oh crap, I should have pulled the plug before I turned it. Let me push it back the other way. Well, I got the plug pulled out of there. It's got quite a bit of water, but it's moving out. So now to turn this boat and get it out of the way, that way we can get the tractor out and get some brush hogging done. There we go. That should be far enough out of the way. So let's keep going. Get her started up here. Helps if I put it in neutral. Air in the seat. Got a tendency to deflate after sitting for a while. Having that air ride is really nice, especially when you're jumping down through the field and it's pretty bumpy out. That's what's a little bit nicer about the C version versus the A version of the tractor on these farm hauls, these Case IH farm hauls. The A version doesn't have some of those nicer options on there. A little bit different size of engine on there too, but a little tight fit in here with the brush hog. Normally it's not too bad getting out of this pavilion area with just the tractor, but they got the brush hog on there. It's only got a few inches on either side. Get that to fit through the post. And if you go look at some of those posts, you'll see I got a nick on a few of them and got some chunks knocked out of it where I got too big of a hurry and tried to get in and out quick. But it's still standing, so hopefully it still stands for a while. But I don't mind putting a new garage up or barn up. Like I said, we're out here getting ready to brush hog some our pasture off where the heifers were at before. You know, they just left a little bit of scrap in there. We're going to clean that up a little bit, knock the heads off. We're not going to cut short or nothing like that. We're just going to come and top it off and knock some of the seed head off that way and some of the stems. That way it'll have some better chance of regrowing and get some good undergrowth on there. I don't have no automatic gate openers today, so I'm going to go out there and open my own gate. All right, man. Try to record from a different angle here that we can see the brush hog going a little bit. We're going to go and get her started up, get her height set. Again, like I said, we just want to top it off. We don't want to get it down into the growth, so I'm just trying to get the height set just right. Get our PTO engaged. Spin her up a little bit now. Play around a little bit, probably lower the height just a little bit. We are in 3.1, so a little bit higher gear, but get done a little quicker. I wish I had a bat wing brush hog, that way we can get this job done a little bit quicker, but I probably wouldn't go this fast in a bat wing. But we're in here by the fence. I'm trying to be as close as I can without hitting it. Going over some rock right here too. Lift it up. Some people were saying, well, take that top chain off there on your brush hog, so using a third arm or top link, whatever you want to call it. We got the chain on ours, but they said just take it off and burn it on there by itself. But if you did that, you wouldn't be able to lift up on this 3-point brush hog. You wouldn't be able to lift it up over like rocks or other areas you have. You'd have to get back out and chain it up. And you know, with that chain on there, it gives that flexibility to go up and ease up and down real easy without you have to worry about it getting into a line with your third arm. So again, I'm trying to do this without hitting any of my posts up here on the side of the selected fence. I probably should have had it lower here. This is where that air ride on the seat comes in really handy when it's bumping around like that. So it is something nice to have. Like I said, I'm trying to get the height settings right. It's pretty bumpy through here. Right there, coming to that bottom. If I had a top like that, it'd probably hit it a little harder this way. And then just float up and down that rear of the brush hog with that chain on there. Right when I went up there to turn the camera off, I took an eye off and I caught the edge of a brace pipe. So I think everything's fine, but it hit it kind of hard. That's why you got to keep your eye on it. Don't get distracted when you're doing this. This first round around the outside is where you get to be careful, and after that it's pretty easy. You don't have to kind of think about anything except for just following the straight lines. If you get off the line a little bit, you're okay. It's not the end of the world. Like I said, you gotta be more careful. I got a little spin on my chair, so I can turn around behind me a little bit easier. There we go. So now I'm just out here doing some brush hogging. When I get Friday off, afternoons off from my work, I kind of work the rest of the week during the rest of the week. That way I get chores down out here at the farm all the time. So Friday afternoons are usually my time to catch up on everything and get caught up on work that I can't do during the week because I got a day job. So I don't know, some of you guys I don't know how you guys handle it. I mean, goodness, it'd be great if I could just full-time farm, but there's no way we could be able to pay for this operation full-time farming. I mean, the cost of land is just ridiculous. And, you know, even if I was going to look at renting some more land, you know, that might be an option there. You know, if we get some, more head and rent a place, we might be able to do something like that. But it's just the cost of everything is just ridiculous. I don't think I need any more equipment too much. I mean, yeah, there's things I'd like to have. I'd like to have a few things else, and, it'd be able to help me out a little bit. Yeah, getting ready to get up next to the fence, so I better pay attention here. Oh boy. Like I said, I got it going pretty fast, but one of those things, I'm trying to get done as quick as I can. If I went to like a mid-gear and then like 2.3 or 2.4, it's just too slow. I'm just not getting things done quick enough. Getting ready to go through some wetness down here at the bottom. Make sure I don't get stuck. Turn the full drive on. Oh boy. Yeah, the engine bogged down on that one pretty good. Nice and wet back there. Back on. No, this is actually a good time for me. I mean, if I'm not on here doing these videos, I'll be sitting here praying, thinking, and just meditating. It's a good time to really kind of reflect on things that are going on and make sure that what I'm doing in my life is what God wants me to do. And really just time to pray. Take some time to really think and plan out what I should be doing, asking God what my plan should be. Sometimes what we want to do is totally different than what God wants us to do, and we just sometimes need to be okay with, those prayers that God answered for the things that He done well for us, and sometimes those prayers that He didn't answer, and it is His plan that's going to happen no matter what in the end. So we want to make sure that God's plan is what's happening, not our plan. Doesn't mean that we can sit back and just do nothing, be lazy and say, well, God will happen what happens. It's not what we should be doing. We shouldn't be just sitting back and like, oh, well, God's going to happen whatever He wants to know. He doesn't want us to be lazy. there's probably many verses on there. I just can't think of anything off the top of my head right now. But he wants us to be out there, be good servants, and doing well with the talents that he gave us, and make sure that we're not just hiding it and not using the talents that he gives us. So he gives each of us different talents, and they're not the same talents. We're not all the same. So we make sure that whatever talent he does give us, we're using it to the best of our ability, and we're using it then to serve him and to further his kingdom. A couple point turn here, a little sharp down in this corner. Now I've been all the way around the full time, so it should get a little quicker now. I might even knock it up one more gear. Right now, you see how fast we're going. We're going about 7 miles an hour. Which is not terribly too fast. Oh boy. But when you hit the bumps like that, it does make it pretty bumpy on those when you're going 7 miles an hour. Let's see if I can knock it up just a little bit more. Let's see what that drop another gear on us. There we go. See, that's what it sucks. Is like I go from 7 miles an hour. Sorry, I'm making sure I cut the tops off right here, right? To 11 miles an hour. Just one gear change. So there's a big difference on my 3-1, 3 high over to 1 to 2. It's probably a difference of about 4 miles an hour difference. But the same RPM. We're going to drop the RPM just a little bit. That'll help. Now I'm going about 10 miles an hour. And like 10 miles an hour, that's slow. Hey buddy, on a tractor, 10 miles an hour in a pasture that's not flattened off like a good, if you had a good crop ground that's flat, that's probably nothing. But if you're talking about a pasture ground that's up and down and, got good little bumps on there everywhere, 10 miles an hour is pretty dang fast for a pasture ground. I don't know, you guys out there brush hog, how fast do you guys normally brush hog at? You normally try to stay a little slower? Again, I said if I had a bat wing, I'd probably take it a little slower. All we have is this, I can't remember if it's a 10 foot or an 8 foot brush hog behind me. I think it's an 8 foot. It's a twin blade. I'm here getting ready to go through this water area. I better slow down, drop a gear. Drive, raise it up just a little bit. There we go. What's the line? We're working on this corner right now. I didn't want to have to take a sharp bend every single time, so I'm just knocking this corner down, going forward and backwards until it's fully knocked off. That way, when I come around, it's more of a square. Just have to make a 2-point, 3-point turn every time. That way I'm not upping the gear, dropping the gear, and stuff like that. That way it just makes it a little easier. The problem is right here is where the little bit of a waterway comes through here, and it is not very smooth. But another good reason to go and knock it down now. That way when I'm coming around, I don't have to go through this crap on every single turn. I just do it one time and be done with it. Still have to cut across and do a little bit here. Oh boy. Okay. I think we're through that one. Good. Now we're just back to doing squares, hopefully. I got this lower corner down here on the south side. Now I'm going to come around and try and knock down a little bit. That way it makes it a little easier making the turns around here. RPM's got a little high, so I need to drop it down just a little bit. There we go. Like I said, we just had the heifers in here, and we moved them out of here on this paddock right here, so we're just kind of knocking down the tops on here, knocking the seed head off. And some of the area, the seed head's pretty low, and the other areas it's pretty high, so I've kind of got to adjust the brush hog as I go here, make sure I'm not taking too much of the grass off, because that's not the point, is I don't want to mow the grass down. I'm just taking the stems and the seed heads off. What the goal is to do. Here's the southern corner. I might have to take a little bit off the corner here, just to make it easier where I can round it back and forth. Let me come back here. Do another pass on this corner. sharp turn. You want to come around, do that. Here we go, down the ditch again. Oh. Yeah. Fun ditch. Get another gear here. Let's go. Let's see if this bad boy will get up to 88 miles an hour. Maybe we can go to the future or go to the past. I don't know. What do you guys think? All right. Well, stay tuned and hopefully we'll get this done soon. We all have those places in our farm that, you know, you should just not drive in. Well, right here is one of those places. It's a spring that comes out of the ground right here, and it's wet usually all year long. But if it's raining or been raining, it'll be really wet. So I went through there earlier. I almost sunk the rear of the tractor in there, so that was kind of stupid. So I need to make sure I stay away from there. So do you guys have places in your farm that you guys try to stay away from? You know, it's, you know, or you're like, oh crap, I'm going to try to get close, but you know, then you end up getting stuck. That's my problem, is I try to get too close and I end up getting stuck. But I'm going to try to not get stuck today. Guess we need to go check the tire pressure on the tire here. Just follow me here. Make sure everything's going okay over here. Oh, get down here. Oh, let's go to the other side. Oops, I guess that tire's all fine. Just everything's good up there, you know. No, nothing bad up there happened. Nothing to see there. Just, you know, make sure that tire pressure's good. Well, shoot, this kind of stinks. Look at that. Let me flip the camera around here. I got a branch knocked a mirror into my door that I normally get in and out of, and I can't get it out, and I can't get my hand in there. I guess I'm gonna have to go out this door on this tractor, but goodness, that's gonna make it kind of tough getting around the joystick controls, but I don't know. Well, it's always something, but I'll get it out. Until next time, God bless you all.